Technology companies are constantly looking for new ways to innovate, and that includes fighting off bad actors. Our team wanted to know which phone companies are taking action to block robocalls and robotexts. C Spire agreed to talk.
Why do you think it's important to get the word out to consumers about what you're doing as a company and how you combat robocalls and robotexts? Because a lot of people are getting them.
Anytime that a robocall gets through or a spam call, it's annoying. That's not a good customer experience. So that's why we think it's important to really take that stance to block them, to get rid of them.
Alan Jones is the chief network officer for C Spire. He says blocking these calls means staying one step ahead of scammers who constantly change tactics.
When we take things like the ability to flag a call that does get through as spam, we want to make sure that's done, and we're not going to charge a customer for that.
Since the implementation of Stir Shaken, a set of protocols established by the FCC to combat caller ID spoofing, some consumer advocates say the industry's response still falls short. Research from the Public Interest Research Group, or PIRG, found that half of the nation's largest phone companies received Ds or Fs for their robocall protections. In that report, C Spire received an F. PIRG says C Spire did respond to their questions, but not until 3 weeks after the report was released. And even with that response, PIRG told us the company would have scored no higher than a D because some of its answers were ambiguous.
What would your argument be against those who may feel that our companies are not doing enough to protect people against robocalls or robotexts?
I know there were some reports out that if people didn't respond to a email that was sent in the right amount of time, they were just automatically flagged as failing. So I want to make sure the reporting's right because that annoys people too. And I do think the one thing that's really not understood well is just how creative these scammers and spammers get. They pop up as new companies. The creativeness to launch a new company strictly for the ability to make these kind of robocalls and spam calls is just it's insane what a person will do to be a bad actor.
One thing Jones says their company is leaning on: artificial intelligence.
It is a major piece and a major force for our company. If you've got a system that can use machine learning, can use AI to better track and to better identify, it can identify something a whole lot faster than we can.
With this watching your wallet, I'm Caresse Jackman.